Alright guys, welcome into my WWE Monday Night Raw review for June 1st, 2015. Not a terrible show or anything, just, it was an average, alright show. I would say a little bit better than last week's. Raw's been kind of decent, just like a C plus or a C the last few weeks. And this is, there's a lot of stuff to complain about on this show, but there's still good stuff to get it by. I don't expect an A plus show every week. But a lot of stuff on the show to criticize. Still not good, still not great, still not perfect. So I want to watch the Austin podcast, so, gonna try to make this review kind of short, even though last time there was a podcast and I said that it ended up going the full 15 minutes, so we'll probably end up doing that, but, the Austin Heyman podcast on right now, so looking forward to catching up on that when I'm done with this review. Like I said, Raw was just pretty average tonight. There was some good stuff, I would say a little bit better than last week's, but I thought last week's was pretty decent too. So the show starts out with the Authority like always, but this wasn't that bad. This wasn't like your 25-minute promo. This was only like 11 minutes, somewhere around there, like 10, not even 15 minutes. Stephanie, Triple H, J&J, and Rollins are out there. Stephanie, talking about what happened last night at the pay-per-view. Triple H is yelling for Ambrose to come out and give him his belt or whatever, give him his belt back, Triple H is fuming, I guess you could say, and then Roman Reigns ends up coming out through the crowd. Roman gets in the ring. He mentioned San Antonio, to get a pop or whatever. Big pop for Roman there. He mentioned the place that they're at, San Antonio. Big pop there for Roman. And, Roman cuts a promo saying, I talked to Ambrose. He's not here tonight. We're not going to see him until Money in the Bank. And what he wants is, if Rollins wants his belt back, all Ambrose wants is a rematch at Money in the Bank in a ladder match. And then Rollins takes the mic and, says he doesn't need anyone's help. He's fuming as well. He's going to beat Dean Ambrose in the ladder match. So, ladder match at the pay-per-view, that's what this segment did. And that's good. That's good stuff right there. A ladder match with Ambrose and Rollins. I heard people saying that they wanted that. I didn't think they were going to do it. But Ambrose, Rollins, ladder match, going to be off the chains. It's going to be fucking phenomenal. Great stuff there. That match is going to be. And then, Triple H gets in Reigns' face. I hope they're not teasing Reigns versus Triple H at SummerSlam. Like, come on. But Triple H, says, oh, Reigns, you're in the Money in the Bank. He talks about, the Money in the Bank, what happens when you win it. And then he says that Reigns has got to put his Money in the Bank opportunity on the line tonight. His place in the match will be on the line right now. We come back from commercial break. It gets King Barrett. I thought this was a good match. I thought, boring in some spots, fucking Barrett, the endless rest hold. But why Barrett? Why couldn't it have been someone else, like, I don't know, like a Stardust or something? I mean, why did they give Barrett the King in the Ring when he's just a huge jobber? Barrett won the King in the Ring. Like, it seems like they're always trying to push Barrett, but they never know what to do with him. He gets the Intercontinental title. Or he's bad news. He gets the Intercontinental title. He's jobbing out. He gets injured. He comes back. He wins the Intercontinental title. And it's like first 2 weeks back. He jobs out to R-Truth, to Sin Cara while he's the champ. And now he's back. He wins King of the Ring. And then he jobs out to R-Truth. He jobs out to R-Truth in the Chamber. Now he's losing to Roman Reigns. Like, what the fuck is up with this? The match was all right, though. I said good. But there was a lot of boring spots. It was just an average matchup with Reigns getting the win. So pretty predictable there. Triple H and Stephanie were backstage with Reigns. They said that Reigns will have another match tonight for his spot, against Mark Henry. And all these matches, if the person wrestling Reigns wins, they get in the Chamber. We had a backstage segment with Nikki, Bella, and Paige, where Paige said she wanted a rematch, and Nikki said that she'll give her a rematch tonight. So, not very often do you see the champion actually fucking accepting the challenger, on the same night as well. So, whatever. Ryback came out and cut a promo, basically thanking the fans, the whole Feed Me More thing. He was pretty over here in Texas, and then he's supposed to wrestle The Miz for the title. Lillian Garcia's doing the introductions, and then fucking Big Show comes out. This fucking old fucking jobber. Get him off of my TV. They're letting up on Kane a little bit, but now just let up on Big Show. I don't want to see the Big fucking Show. I didn't miss Big Show when he was gone. I realized he was gone because I was happy. But Big Show comes out, knocks out Miz, and then gets in Ryback's face. He's like, I'm the real big guy. So these guys are going to have a match at fucking Money in the Bank. That match is going to suck. Ryback is decent. He's improved. I'm giving him a shot. I said in my review that I'm going to give him a shot as an Intercontinental Champion. His first fucking challenger, his first match as Intercontinental Champion against Big Show. Like, what the fuck? Big Show. Big Show is back. Oh, my God. Big Show, fuck off, you old fuck. And then next we got great, my favorite part of the show, great stuff here. Kevin Owens came out to cut a promo, and what a phenomenal promo. This was amazing promo from Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is calling out Super Cena. He said, Super Cena, I'm always winning or whatever. He makes fun of all of his merch. Cena, he pulls out all this merch. He's just the company lapdog, basically. Just the WWE walking billboards, what he calls Cena. What a great promo. He says that his kid is a John Cena fan. His kid's influenced by John Cena, and then he hates that. He hates how he goes home and his kid's like, how's John Cena after he beat him or whatever. And then he says, that it makes him sick, how his kid, how Cena all these years has been on the main roster or whatever, and he hasn't even got the opportunity to come up and be an influence for his kid. And then he said a fucking great line. He said a role model isn't someone that sells merch, it isn't someone with the catchphrases never give up, hustle, loyalty, and respect. It's someone who comes out here and backs up what they say. You're damn fucking right. Get this dumb, hustle, loyalty, respect shit out of here. That shit is so lame. Great stuff from Kevin Owens here, as usual. It's a Kevin Owens promo. It's going to be fucking good. And then, he talks about how all the moms, all the parents out there is going to buy the Cena merch. Even his own kid, he's going to make him watch every second of the rematch of Money in the Bank. He's going to dismantle Cena. Cena comes out, cuts a promo, telling Owens to shut up and telling him that, telling Owens, you have a catchphrase as well. This isn't a catchphrase, this is a way of life. They showed some kid in the crowd, said, I'm beating cancer, and Cena pointed him out twice. Do they really need to exploit this? Fucking really. People are going to be like, you're just trying to nitpick ways to hate on Cena. Why? Cena points out the kid with cancer, or that's, currently battling cancer and winning. Points him out, and then he does it again in the fucking same promo. Did he really need to do that? Like, usually Cena would just go out there, and, like, hug the kid or whatever. I'd be like, okay. But does he need to take time out of his promo to get himself over more in this feud? Sickening. I wouldn't be surprised if that the cancer patient is in the Hall of Fame next year, the wing that Connor's in, if they're going to do that, I'm not hating on the cancer kid, that's fucked up. But Cena, this is the same stuff. Everyone does charity. Everyone does the stuff Cena does in the WWE, but he's the one that gets everything for it. That's like if you're at work and you're working your ass off, you're working harder than everyone else, and just this one guy gets all the credit, he gets all the publicity, he gets all the fame for it. Wouldn't you be pissed? But regardless, Cena basically says Owens is a punk or whatever, he's gonna beat him. He says Owens is a catchphrase as well, fight Owens, fight. Cuts a promo, it was good. One thing I usually get a lot of flack for online, even though I don't like Cena, I think he's shit in the ring, he gets carried a lot, even though at Elimination Chamber, Cena did have a good match. It does take, I always say it does take two guys to have a good match, but I have seen Cena get carried sometimes to all right matches. It takes two guys to have a good match, but sometimes Cena gets carried to not a good match. I've seen Cena in a lot of shit matches where he doesn't do a lot of the work and the other guy does, and that usually does not end up being good. That's where that saying, it takes two guys to have a good match, comes in. But Cena, whatever I was saying, I got lost my train of thought there with that mini rant, but Cena, promo, whatever, and then Cena takes off his shirt, he wants to fight Owens, and then Owens looks like he's about to fight him, and then he does what he does in NXT where he walks away or whatever with the title. So great stuff. What I was saying is I usually get a lot of flack for this, but as much as I don't like Cena, I think Cena's good on the mic when he wants to be, when he's not corny, when he's trying to tell a story. And he was really putting Owens over. He was putting Owens over as a great wrestler. He's worked his ass off. Owens is getting put over by Cena here. Holy shit, is Cena putting over Owens hardcore in this feud. He beats him clean last night. Cena even said in this promo, you beat me clean. Well, he didn't say that. You beat me fair and square. I'm admitting it. So, yeah, good promo. And then Owens, it was announced that Owens is going to have an open challenge for the NXT title on SmackDown, so I might actually watch SmackDown for once. Well, I watched SmackDown a couple weeks ago, but so that's probably, going to be good. We had Dolph Ziggler defeating Kofi Kingston. It was only like not even 5 minutes, but there was pretty decent action in there. These two haven't wrestled a lot. Back in from 2010 to 2012, these two would have matches all the time, but it's been a while since they wrestled each other, and it was all right. New Day got involved. New Day came in and attacked him, and then the primetime players came out to help him, and then they went to commercial, and I knew as soon as they came back from commercial there was going to be a 6-man tag, and there was. We had the primetime players and Dolph Ziggler defeating all 3 members of New Day. I believe Titus O'Neil pinned one of the members of New Day. It was a good 6-man tag. I liked it. You know, not too shabby as they say or whatever. It was just a decent little 6-man tag with some decent action. Primetime players, at least they're getting featured more, but they're just basically to just to be there to be an enhancement, feud for the New Day. Because I don't see the primetime players winning. At all. But New Day cut a good heel promo, before, like always. And it was a good match. Roman Reigns defeated Mark Henry by countout. This was shit. This was boring. Anything that Mark Henry's involved in, I don't care. I just don't give a fuck. He wins by countout. Then Henry comes in, and then beats up Reigns with the world's strongest slam and the splash. And I already know what's happening. Triple H and Stephanie come out and announce that they backstage, and they announced that Reigns is going to have another match for his spot, and it's going to be against Bray Wyatt in the main event. Predictable. We had a milkshake commercial with the Meta Powers, Big Show, and someone else, I don't remember who, but I usually don't like these stupid infomercials with Sonic milkshakes and stuff, but this was actually pretty funny. I mean, this is how you do product placement, in a funny way. So that was alright. Divas title match next, we had Nikki Bella defeating Paige to retain. I didn't expect Nikki to lose. She's going to beat AJ Lee's reign. I'm convinced after last night's show, unless she loses it at the pay-per-view. And the match was actually going pretty good. I thought it was going to be, because these two had a good match on main event at the beginning of the year. Deluxe made a video on that, one of my favorite members of the YWC. He said that was a good match, so I checked it out, and it was good. So I know these two women are capable of putting on a good match, but the fucking ending just ruined it all for me. Like I said, when every time WWE does something good, they have something shit after it. The match was going good. Paige hits her. What the fuck's that move called? With the DDT thing, but she does it off the middle rope. Always forget that move is called that Paige does. It's not the Paige turner, but whatever. And then Nikki Bella rolls on the outside, and then they do twin magic. Brie comes from under the ring and comes in the ring and rolls up Paige. They weren't even wearing the same color red. One has fake tits and one doesn't. How can you not tell which one is which now? The twin magic thing worked back when Nikki Bella didn't have fake boobs. They don't work anymore. So, ruin the whole fucking thing, the outcome. And this was the last hour of the show. I always say this in my reviews. The first 2 hours of the show were decent. When I say these Raws are decent, it's because the first 2 hours, it's like, oh yeah, Raw tonight, I'm excited. And then the third hour comes, and you're like, when is this going to be over? Like, fuck. We had Randy Orton defeating Sheamus via DQ. I like both guys, especially Orton. I know I get a lot of flack. Oh, you like Randy Orton, you PG lover. Orton's one of my favorites, recently. And this match was just boring. Headlocks. I know a lot of people compare Orton to Cena. I usually don't like to do that, but there was a lot of comparisons here. Orton's getting beat up the whole match. Oh, does his 5 moves of doom, goes for the RKO counter. I mean, as much as I like Orton, but it's a DQ and they're fighting on the outside. Orton throws Sheamus over the barricade, and then Sheamus uses a chair. Sheamus bro kicks him, throws him against barricades and ring posts, and then bro kicks him again. So I think that they're going to do Sheamus-Orton feud. This match just didn't click. These two usually have good matches, so if they do a feud, I'm not going to write it off and bitch about it, but not a good match, And then next we had Rusev getting interviewed by Byron Saxton. Rusev said that he's lost everything, his job, his woman, his career, whatever. He's a broken man, but when he comes back, he's going to regain all that, Neville defeated Bo Dallas, basically the same match as last night, but like 3 minutes. Bo Dallas gets beats up Neville the whole match. I mean, I like Neville, but the crowd isn't really reacting. He's kind of boring right now as much as I love Neville. But, he did that whole double handspring thing and it into red arrows, so whatever. We get to the main event, Roman Reigns defeating Bray Wyatt. Pretty good main event, and I know I'll probably get a lot of flack for this because I don't like Reigns that much, but I don't hate him as much as some people. I can see, like, back in, like, 96 and 7 when they would have, like, Austin versus Triple H, Austin versus Rock, you could, you go back and you're like, wow, that was the future. Those guys wrestled in main events after that. I could see Bray and Roman Reigns in, like, 5 years main eventing big pay-per-views, but, this review's going a little bit too long. Reigns got the win. J&J and Kane try to get involved. It was a good main event. They're beating up Reigns, they're circling him, and Dean Ambrose comes down. They're all looking for him, but he's on the announce table. And then, you know, they take out J&J, Rollins and Kane, and then they escape, you know, Ambrose and Reigns, you know. So Raw tonight was alright, an alright ending, I guess. Ambrose is going to keep the title till Money in the Bank, so just pretty average.